going to be starting a new topic on renewable energy. And if y'all could please write the heading on your papers for energy resources, and then you put renewable. Now the content we're going to cover, this PowerPoint is from a teacher in the UK. So all the information and data is from the UK, which is really cool because it matches with our IB assessment. And we're learning about a different region and their resources that they use. So a lot of the information is going to be different, and we're going to talk about the difference from here in Texas to them. Okay, so we're going to cover wind, solar, hydroelectric, geothermal, and biofuels.
Can we rate that?
No, we'll cover it. So on your sheets of paper, can you answer these questions? You don't have to write the questions, just write the answer in a complete sentence. What are renewable energy resources? And list just a couple examples of different types of renewable energy. So what are renewable energy resources? And then list just a few examples. And don't worry about the third question on here.
The examples of the list.
That's fine. Okay, I'll just give you another minute.
Do we write the examples or do we read the definition?
Write the examples.
The definition.
That's fine, and then add a couple examples. And you can write it in a list.
Oh goodness.
Okay, so moving on. This is a chart from the UK on their different types of energy that they use. So if you look here, we've got gas is at 42%. Nuclear is at 21%. Coal is at 9%, and oil is at less than 2%, which is kind of crazy because here in Texas, what resources do we use the most? Oil and what? Coal. And in the US, those are the two main ones we use, yes.
I didn't answer the second question on the last one.
It's okay. So then here we've got the renewable resources. They use a lot of wind, and they use a lot of biofuels, but then they also have hydroelectricity and solar. Huh? Nuclear is right here. It's at 21%. Yeah, so why do we need renewable energy resources? Can someone tell me? John.
Because if we have non-renewable energy resources, it's inevitable that we're going to run out of them at some point in our lives. So we're going to need to use renewable energy resources because we can get those in a shorter amount of time.
Yeah. Okay, so why do we need renewable energy? Global warming is on the rise of 1.1 degrees Celsius in the past 200 years. And it actually in the past 35 years that has gone up. So in the past 35 years, most of that 1.1 degree change is because of us. Ocean acidification is when carbon dioxide mixes with ocean water and it creates acid in the water. And then the coral reefs absorb the carbon dioxide and acid, and that is what is killing off the coral reefs, and it's called coral bleaching. And it is destroying a lot of the life systems in our water that help with the fish and everything. We have rising sea levels going up to 3.2 millimeters a year, and that can be contributed from melting glaciers, melting ice sheets that come from Greenland, Alaska, Antarctica. They're all melting, and it is causing the sea levels to rise. Now wind. We have a great diagram here of a wind turbine. We have our propeller blades. We have our generator, which does what? What does the generator do? You know?
It has spinning magnets that attract electrons and create electricity.
Yeah, that's what creates electricity. And then we have the tower that gives us the height that we need. Now, a wind turbine has to be put on a hill, and it has to be in the direction of the prevailing winds. So as the wind comes in, it is high enough to catch the wind and spin the blades, and that is what creates the electricity. They say that a wind turbine is the exact opposite of a fan. Because a fan, you use electricity to spin the blades to create wind. But a wind turbine uses wind to spin the blades to create electricity. So that's a great way to remember it. And then we have wind farms. Do we have wind farms here in Texas?
Yes.
Yes. Where are they? They're like everywhere, right? Why do you think we have so many wind farms here?
Because we have a lot of wind.
Right, but why?
The ones coming in from the coast?
Yeah, the wind's coming in from the ocean, and that is why we have so much wind here. Texas and Corpus Christi is actually the windiest city in the U.S. Fun fact. So us having wind farms, we have them in Portland, Port A, Sinton, Taft.
City in the U.S.
Corpus Christi is the windiest city in the U.S.
We
because
also
of
make
Gulf
water,
Mexico.
but Corpus Christi is so long away.
It's a
Chicago.
In the UK has 9,220 wind turbines, and it is capable of creating 20.1 gigawatts of electricity, which is the sixth largest producing power in the world. And you can see here these big dots that are red and that are blue. These are the areas that are creating the most electricity from wind. Why do you think they're placed the way they are? Continue.
All around the end of the country, because near the middle or the center there's not going to be a lot because it's coming in from the coast.
Yeah, so like these areas right here and here and here, these are all on the sides of the ocean. So they're gonna create the most wind.